Hello everybody, my name's Nicola and welcome back to my channel. I blog over at thefrugalcottages.com all about budgeting, money saving, investing and lots of things in between. And as it's Sunday, it's time for another cash envelope stuffing video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let's get started. Now if you're not new here, you'll know that I use the cash envelope system to do our weekly spending. The cash envelope system combined with my budget planner are the reasons why we're doing okay with our money at the moment. And as always, I will leave a link below for the binder and the envelopes. They're just from Amazon. But let's get started. So just take out the 4. So this month, or this week even, I've got my 4 as usual. So the 4 I have a food, petrol, miscellaneous and children, and there are some bits of money left in. So in the food envelope there's a £3.50 left in there. Petrol one is empty. Miscellaneous has £4 left in it, and the children's envelope, actually I didn't use anything from this envelope in the past week, so that still has £20 in there. So let's see, I've emptied out all the little kind of loose change bits into my change jar, and instead of putting the children's things in the sinking fund envelopes, I've just left them there this week. I'll roll those over. I kind of tend to change my mind on what's the best to do, whether to leave them in there and kind of take out less during the month, or transfer it over to my sinking funds. I think I'll probably alternate it each week, so it works out both ways. That's presuming there's anything left. Obviously there's not always anything left in these, as you'll know if you watch these at any point. So, like I said, in the food envelope there's £3.50 left. Now if you watched my video yesterday about my budget, you'll know that our food budget is a bit more kind of less than I would like at this stage. I'll leave a link in the description box to that video if you want to check that out. But even so, I'm still going to put £60 in the food envelope. So 20, 40. We've got £60 in the food envelope. That's because I do want to kind of get a couple more things just to have in the cupboards. I'm not kind of going mad at stockpiling. I don't see the need for that at this point in time. But we're running fairly low on just general things that we have in all the time. And if you follow me on Instagram, I posted yesterday about the fact that we hardly have anything in the freezer left and what would you suggest buying to have in there. So yeah, so I decided I'm going to put £60 in the food envelope, and that takes that up to £63.50. And I'm hoping that I can stick to that this week. Like I said, if you watch yesterday's videos, you'll know there's a reason why I didn't stick to the food plan this week. But that's it for this week so far. I think that should be enough for there. Petrol, as always, is going to be £30. I spent something like £23 on petrol this week, and then just took the change out and added the £5 note to my £5 savings challenge. Again, if you don't know what that is, I'll leave a video link below. Join me in that, it's such an easy way to save money. But anyway, so £30 in the petrol envelope. Put that in there. There you go. £30 in the petrol envelope. We've been a couple more places this week, so I've used slightly more petrol than normal, so it probably will be nearer to that for a change. Miscellaneous was, how much did I say? So there's £4 left in the miscellaneous envelope so far. Now this is a category where people have kind of said, oh, you should buy more of this, you should buy more of that, it might get really difficult to find. And I mentioned yesterday about some people kind of buying ridiculous amounts of toilet paper. Now it's fine if your family needs lots of toilet roll, but where do you all put it? Where do you store it? So for example, that's one of the things where I'm not going to buy. I might buy slightly more than normal, but not overly so. One thing I do need to maybe have a spare box in is cat food. Someone posted on my Facebook post yesterday and they were like, oh, have you thought of cat food for your cats? I was like, nope, no, I haven't thought of that at all. And that's something that I genuinely hadn't considered that we might need to have in extra if for whatever reason we need to stay at home. So I definitely need to get more of that just in case. Can't let them go without. But in general, the miscellaneous things will stay the same. Although, when did I go to Morrison's? I went to Morrison's on Friday, and I was going to get some more Calpol because I think our youngest is teething again. And we have some in, but not a lot. And I was like, oh, I'll just get another bottle just to kind of have in, just in case, you know, when they are teething, they seem to go through quite a lot of some children apparently don't get bothered by getting teeth. Our two hate it and are like the world's most grumpiest children. And also just, I think it probably just hurts them quite a lot. So like on a night time, I like to give him Calpol so that he kind of can settle and get to sleep okay. But could I find any Calpol of any type? Not even just like, I normally get the supermarket's own Calpol because it's half the price. But nothing. That whole section of that aisle in the supermarket was just empty of everything. Even things when you think like, do people normally need to use those? But like everything off that whole shelf was gone. So I couldn't get anything to do with kind of pain relief or things like that, cold and flu, like nothing. And there was no hand wash either. That entire section of the supermarket was just empty. There were big signs everywhere. So we'll see how that goes. I could do with finding some Calpol somewhere. I might have to pop to the chemist and see if they've got any left, but it's so much more expensive in the chemist than it is in the supermarket. However, I don't want us to run out. So that kind of thing, that comes out of the miscellaneous envelope, and I'm hoping I will be able to find some of that today. But it was just really weird to kind of see all these, and it wasn't just like household things. There was loads of different shelves of like food related items that were also really empty, or only had like a really small amount on, and things that wouldn't normally be empty either. So try not to buy in the hype of kind of getting panicked about people running out of food. I think, touch wood, I think we're kind of a way off that. I guess you never know. So I am going to stock up with a couple more things household wise. So I'm going to put the remaining £20 that I've got here into the miscellaneous envelope, which makes that £24, and just hope that that will be enough. I think it will. The extra cat food won't cost me a lot, for example, and I don't know if we need particularly anything else. Obviously I'm going to get toilet roll because, you know, well, presuming they've got any. They didn't have any the other day, and there was hardly any kitchen roll either, so maybe people are buying that as a reserve, like as a backup, I don't know. But that all comes out the miscellaneous envelope. Householdy things, cat things, things that don't fit anywhere else. And then the children's envelope, this seems a bit mean, but I'm not putting anything extra in this because it's still got £20 in that I put in last week. And we just haven't used it. We haven't been anywhere particularly. I can't even remember what we did. Obviously not a lot. Obviously nothing that cost me any money. Nope. I think it rained on the days off this week. Anyway, so I've not spent the £20, so that will just stay in there as normal. And I don't know what the plans are for this week. It does definitely depend on the weather. I don't want to, I'm not somebody who's like, oh, it's raining, it doesn't matter, we'll still go out. Like, no, if it's raining, we're not going. I'm hoping to maybe do something during the week, but we'll see. So £20 in there, that should do them. £24 in miscellaneous. Like I said, I am going to top up on some things, but that should also be enough at the moment for these. And we'll see how it goes. I've still got quite a bit left in the miscellaneous budget, to be fair, so if necessary I will kind of buy more, and it still won't matter because I won't be over the budget there. Petrol, as always, is £30. At one point I was going over that, but now I don't seem to, so that's good. And then food is at the £63.50. Yes, it is. So that should be enough. I still can't quite decide what to stock up in freezer wise. Lots of frozen vegetables were people's suggestions mainly, and like an extra loaf of bread, which is not a bad idea at all. But we'll see. And as always, because people ask me why am I comfortable with having this this money, if you like, in our house. I go food shopping on a Sunday, and I film this on a Sunday, so by the time I've been food shopping and got petrol and all sorts, 3 out of the 4 of these envelopes are fairly empty. So I film this and it looks like we've got loads of money for the week. I then go shopping and get petrol to set us up for the week ahead. It's what I like to do on a Sunday, and then all the money's gone again until next weekend. That's kind of how it works, which is okay. And I'm not thinking about the fact that people say we shouldn't use cash because loads of people handle it. That could be the same said for anything in the public domain, couldn't it? And yeah, let's not go there. So that's my cash envelope system for the next week ahead. Let me know if you use the cash envelope system and how it's working for you. Like I said at the start, I'll link these, both the envelopes and the binder below if you want to have a look at those. They're just on Amazon. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you again very soon.